Hello, everybody. All right, looks like I am live. We are live. Hey, everybody, welcome to the SMRAT ladder, second race of this day, second race of the week. I'll just set up two more things for myself and then we are off. Looks like race is off already. Got the stream, got the chat. I think I'm set now. Hey Grimo, hey WJG, hey Remark Tourist, the usual suspects in this. Hey everyone, and welcome to this SMRAT ladder. The ladder in which points are distributed, points which you can see in the small boxes next to the or below the runners' names. Today's runners are Kai Zenton. You could, by this point, say a veteran almost of Rando. He got into the game about 1 or 2 years ago. Very competent at randomizers. In the top left corner, in the top right, we got with 1,078 points. Twin Elements, good friend of mine, and he comes from any percent. He was used to be a vanilla runner, but he's also very competent at randomizers. He tends to do mistakes that are costly. We'll see how this race goes. If the things are where they should be, then he has. Where they should be for him, then he has a very, very good shot at winning this. Next one I'm going to talk about is June, absolute OG in this game. Junie is probably the most competent randomizer player in this set of runners. He's been doing that for a very long time, and he can do stuff that I couldn't dream of doing. And in the bottom left corner, we got a new runner, Akai Lion. I hope I pronounced this correctly. I know absolutely nothing about her. I've never seen her. I quickly watched into one of her VODs from the past, and it looks like she knows what she's doing. But obviously, you never know what's going to happen in a race. The start for her looks a bit nervous, which is understandable. This is her first race ever, so let's see. And big shout outs to her for coming out and joining this race. We got the prediction up. Which suit will be found first? I'm going to bet on something. I will be betting on Varaya suit with how much I got 35k, and then I'll do 15k for Varia suit. There we go. Who's gonna bet against this? Okay, so far box standard start, just a bunch of ammo, one of each type, missiles and supers, and an E-tank, which means the bomb Torizo will either have power bombs, which is most likely, or it will have bombs, which has a probability of around 5%, I think. That means the runners already have to leave a couple of items behind, which they can route in neatly later, if they want to go up to wrecked ship after clearing Green Windstar, or they will leave behind for longer if they decide to go down. But that's something that will come up in about 10 to 15 minutes, that decision. That's probably the biggest decision in these seats, going up or down that tower. And everything after that is decided by what the runners are going to get. Akai line in the climb, having a bit of trouble with wall jumps, but all in all, this looks pretty good. Falling down, this is never easy. Man, first runners going into Bomb Torizo. We got Twin Elements, who did his usual thing of already skipping a couple of things. Didn't pick up the missiles. I think they were on the ceiling. And he's the first one to go into 230 items. Kai Zenton, oh, he's not. No, yes, he is. June is hot on his heels. Gonna collect the energy tank there. No further explosives, no bombs or no power bombs also means the runners will not have the opportunity to go into Gauntlet early. They will leave those behind, but most of them will probably peek the items at back of Gauntlet, so they will see 2/3 of the items that are available there. Can later decide if they want to go back and pick them up. Especially you would do that if you plan on doing wreck ship first, or if they leave them behind. The peak of a good item at back of Gauntlet can also completely pretty much dominate what you are doing next in the seed. If you find a suit there or some big item like maybe speed booster, maybe even ice beam, that could make you go up instead of going down, which you would usually plan on doing if you were planning to do that. Right, we're going to see the items now. On Twin Elements there was just 2 missiles, confirmed by Julie's screen, so nothing to write home about. Akai Line also at Bomb Torizo got her power bombs from there. Kaizentin meanwhile doing the same thing. The seed doesn't leave any opportunity to route this differently so far. You could go towards Wrecked Ship now if you're a complete madman. Might be a play for maybe if you got an opponent who's leagues above you skill-wise, that's something you would do. But in normal circumstances, this is not really a good play. Unless you want to be memeing. Memeing is, of course, always something you can do. There's Screw Attack. That's one of the items required to go through Gauntlet logically. Not that most of those runners would care if they had the power bombs to go through. There's Plasma Beam, and that is already a really nice offensive the players have. Don't have to fear anything that much anymore. They can now kill everything easily. Most mobs go down with Plasma Beam, and the ones that don't go down will go down with Screw Attack. So energy won't be that much of a trouble anymore, unless later in the seed no warrior suit will be found and one of the runners will decide to go into lower Norfair without a suit. Logically speaking, the SMRAT logic requires you not to do hell runs and not... Oh, there's space jump too, so there's a full gauntlet set up down there at early supers. But, of course, those are logically, and I'm gonna say the word logic and logically, I'll say those a lot. Those are behind speed boosters, so they will only be in logic as soon as the runners find an in logic speed booster. Ooh, Junie dropped down. That's gonna feel bad for him. Doesn't miss anything, so let's see if Junie decides to skip that location. It's a rough thing to do. I like doing it if I fail something like this. Did that in the race earlier. I forgot to check the item left of Morph Ball, and I like to try and scratch that location from my head, not to have any influence on what I do next. In a full rando, this is doable. If you do something like that with a major and a major minor. No, Junie is going back for those missiles. Doesn't want to leave anything out. That'll give Twin Elements back the lead in this. You're correct, Space Jump is in logic, but Screw Attack is not in logic. That was behind Speed Booster at the Wrecked Ship reserve tank location. As we see at Akai Line's screen right now. Right, so Junie taking the dip down. I don't think he wanted to do that this time again, because he'll have to climb up Edecoons. Quicker would have been to go the upper way back there, because he already got the power bombs from there. Just missiles before Mission Impossible. Quick missiles, so Twin Elements decides to grab those. More power bombs. 15 is one of the magic numbers for this game. If you don't find Ice Beam for the Metroids very late in the game, then those 15 power bombs will be enough to take care of all of them without having to rely on drops from those. On Twin Element side, another out of logic play here. You'll see him jump into the door and do a turnaround and shoot up a super missile to open that wave gate. That's the only gate in the game that you can glitch that is in this direction, with the shooty part in the right. All the other glitches gates that you can glitch in the game have the shooty part on the left. It must have something to do with the acceleration of the super missile that has a long way to accelerate before it gets there. Didn't see what was at Kaizentum's screen. Tenta missiles is super missiles. Alright, got it. Whatever Tenta is supposed to be. I don't recognize that sprite Kaizentum is playing with. Kaizentum always with the meme stuff does the craziest sprites in this game. I can't do that. I have to play with vanilla Samus. I'm too bad. Splatoon, eh? Okay. Oh, that's an Inkling. I have no idea what either of those things are. I'm so old and boomer. Alright, another missile skip for Twin Elements, who I might call Jake at any point is in this race because that was his former name. And he explicitly said he's totally fine with being called that. Alright, so we got a bunch of stuff at early supers, but nothing after that in Brinstar. Excited to see what the runners are deciding where to go after this. It's half squid, half kid? This... Okay. That sounds awful. Oh, we got the first decider. That's Twin Elements. Twin Elements decided to go into Blue Brinstar, which is usually an indicator that the runner will be going into Recture first. Doesn't necessarily have to be though. Could decide at any point, maybe after Billy Mays, maybe after clearing landing site, that he rather wants to go down. Point of no return would be Mode. As soon as Twin Elements walks in there, he'll have to make up his mind, pick the item, and then do either continuing to go, which he would usually do, or decide otherwise and go down. A suit lying around there would make the decision. Oh, we got a big Billy Mays. Unfortunately, Twin Elements picking up that Spacer. He did not want that. And he also finds his barrier suit. This could indeed be good for a turnaround. Changing the... Oh, I had my money on barrier, hadn't I? Oh yes, I'm on 52k now. Sweet. Let's see if he keeps going up or will be going down. Barrier could completely change what he was planning before this. Thanks for the point, Reem. Jake is going up. Alright, he wants to do the Recture play. So this suit is actually in logic. Yes, barrier is in logic, exactly. Space Jump was the item that is required for a logical Billy Mays play. Again, not that the runners would have cared about it. If they have the means to go there, they will go there and not listen to what the logic tells them. Right, Junie, where's Junie? He just got his barrier suit. Let's see what Junie decides. Did Kaizenton skip Billy Mays again? It must be, because Kaizenton is auto-tracking and I don't see a barrier suit on his side. He just hates Billy Mays, it's amazing. He usually skips that with early power bombs because he loves meme route so much. It makes sense. You spend 3 power bombs getting 2 Billy Mays early game, unless you find something other good, like this Drew attack. You'll now see the third gauntlet item on his screen. Junie also going up, and that's a grapple beam at gauntlet. You won't be finding anything too important at check tool in this seat. Gravity can't be there. Oh yeah, that could definitely be a big problem for Kaizentin. This already looks like one of those seeds that Kaizentin will be finishing without Warrior Suit again. He just loves doing that. And by love, I mean, he probably begrudgingly does it. Jake also sees the grapple beam and thinks about it, decides to pick it up. This time can come back unless Twin Elements also finds Charge Beam. Then this was a bit of a waste. But grapple nonetheless a neat item, good to have. Has a lot of uses. More super missiles at the criteria power bombs. Everybody doing the same play. Akai Line also going into Blue Brinstar. Really hoping that she does the other thing and goes down with that gravity barrier suit. I think everybody checked Gauntlet exit. Alright, so mode not a problem with space jump. There's an E-tank at the maze. Now checking the mermaid missiles. Ah, there's the first reserve tank. Wonderful. Kaizentin got it. Champion. Ah, Caroline dipped into the water, did the same thing today earlier. Oof, and got into the spikes. Yes, it's my favorite tank. Remember, she has space jump, so she doesn't actually have to reset the room. Come on, Caroline, go down with that barrier suit. I always mix up the suits. Spooky missiles, more supers. You probably always want to pick up more supers. I'm one of those players who does that. Unless you find a charge beam to that plasma, that'll be fine. Kaizentin, Twin Elements, and Junie all now in or around Wreck Chip. Yes, Akai Lion is doing it! Yes, 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 yes! Come on! Show those nerds. Unless she just wanted to pick up that item, maybe she forgot it. Nope, she's continuing. I love it. We got diversion, everybody. Twin Phantoons on the top of your screen. No real choice but to do Doppler strats here. Looking for any rare patterns. Doesn't look like it. Twin Elements gets the bad right slow. Kaizentin gets the bad left slow. Both miss the eye opener. Slow patterns are the worst. So it looks like Kaizentin is in the lead, but that's only because Kaizentin skipped Barrier Suit. That was something of a time investment for the other runners, but it was one more than worth it. Another right slow for Twin Elements. Yeah, rightfully shooting a super into this guy. Missing the eye opener again. Nice Dopplers there from Junie. Twin Elements is done. Keeping his lead. Not on-track lead, but how am I supposed to call this? Everything considered lead. More power bombs. Kaizentin picking them up. I think I already know where this is going. Alright, we see new items down there at Akai line screen. Checking Spacer now. Just missiles at left Subarus. I don't think there was anything. Oh, that was power bombs at right Subarus. And Junie also done with his Phantom fight. Hot on the heels of Twin Elements again. Dipping the water at Wreckship E-Tank. Is finding a pack of missiles. Has to go the way back. Didn't save scum this. Twin Elements with a skip. I think that's a good decision. With Various Suit in the pocket. He'll be catching up to Akai line in no time. Unless Gravity Suit is in top of Wreckship. That would put, I don't know, Kaizentin in the advantage if he keeps going. Also Junie. If they both go up and Gravity Suit will be there, they will be ahead. I mean, Junie will be ahead, not Kaizentin. He'll still have the trouble of not having Various Suit. Kaizentin thinking about it, making up his mind. What is he doing? He's going up. He's keeping on checking. Wreckship has a notoriously bad item density, so it's always kind of bad doing all those checks. They take so much of time. At least Kaizentin has everything to make this fast except for Speed Booster. That also means that he can't get to one of the items, but he at least can check all the items. Didn't see what was at beta PBs, but at alpha PBs, it's alpha PBs and more supers. Didn't see robot assembly line either, but I saw that Kaizentin wasn't interested in it. Junie also dipped down. Skipped the top of Wreckship. So we got lots of divergence now. Kaizentin gets that E-Tank. He's gonna need the energy later in the seat. Wherever he finds his Gravity Suit, he'll probably never find Various Suit. So yeah boy, pick up all them supers, all them power bombs, all them E-Tanks, all them reserves. Would be cool to see him actually make this work, like get the fastest time without Various Suit, but it's so unlikely. Suitless lower Norfair is just so slow. Alright, we see Akai line going down into Upper Norfair, Business Center, going for the high jump boots check first. At X-Ray we got Subarus. First item at high jump boots is a pack of missiles. Akai line wants them. More missiles. And a charge beam, and that's done with ammo. 30 supers for the Ridley fight, bunch of missiles, that's enough to get you through the zaps and to get you through the seed. Also microwave acquired, correct. So that's gonna save a lot of time against Dragon, against Botwoon, and in Akai Line's case also against Phantoon, if she knows how to. Can also apply it against the Space Pirates if you want to, but that's kind of slow, especially with just Plasma Beam. Ice at Gravity, so it might work out for Kaizentin. If speed is somewhere really, really bad, that Ice Beam could be a really good find. But it's not very likely. Kaizentin, you want those power bombs, trust me. Yeah, it's really unlikely that the Ice Beam is worth it. Only speed at check tool might make this work out. And bombs behind Dragon. Is Akai Line going back up? Oh, that's interesting. Unfortunately, we know that she's not gonna find anything good up there. Oh, that's a bit sad. I would have hoped she would go deeper into Upper Norfair. I think Gravity Suit has to be there, either in Upper Norfair or at Croc. No, Akai Line, turn around, turn around! You don't want this. Maybe she also got cold feet for leaving the other checks around Blue Brinstar behind, but I'm not sure what the reasoning behind that is. Would have been really, really good, I think. Alright, Judy with a quick kill against Crate. Didn't see Twin Elements quick kill, unfortunately. Twin Elements gonna be super happy about finding his charge beam there. I hope he remembers that he has Plasma Beam. Looks like it. Changing it up right now. Yeah, that's probably what she thinks, but I don't like it, because if you're down there and especially you got an in-logic barrier suit, then definitely continue. Don't turn around. If Gravity is down there, you've got the advantage. If not, well, you gotta double down on your play. Maybe do a few weird checks on the way out, but nah, going out of there I don't like that. Alright, gonna see the first other Upper Norfair checks on Twin Elements side right now. That's just a bag of supers. Twin Elements no more interested in any sort of ammo, has enough power bombs and enough other ammo. Oh, I didn't see Ice Beam. Probably nothing good there. Alright, next up, Cathedral, also known as Phoenix missiles. Rake Jake doing the X-ray strat. I think he copied that from me. Not that I invented it, I don't know. Yeah, well, sure, you can be afraid of that, but there's so many checks coming up. Gotta rely on your luck. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. And Twin Elements did not want to pick up those missiles. Hey, it's Zero in the chat. Oh, we had Beamer today in the first race. Will Kaizenton take Crate to prom again? And will he make it nasty again? Yep, he will take Crate to prom. That's insane, I love that. Well, JD Silvergun, the challenge isn't really the logic, the challenge is the other runners. That's what's it for me, I can tell you. Oh, there's Gravity Suit at Speed Booster. Man, Akai Line would have been so far ahead. Would have had a really good seat. Man. Steve Robot Bob, we just saw him, yeah. Just chilling again. A lazy guy. And looks like Akai Line also didn't check the back of Gauntlet. Did that right now. And we said that Grapple Beam, it looks like. But we all know she will have the quick kill against Dragon because Charge Beam, Plasma, and X-Ray. So that grapple is indeed not that required. What was his rank? He was first, second lieutenant, third grade or something? Twin Elements also went into Wave Beam. I don't think he found anything good there. And Kaizenton is at the point where he will start realizing that he made a bad choice. That Charge Beam he's gonna see will feel good and bad at the same time. Well, with 60 supers and 30 missiles, it will probably only feel bad. Also, one more thing that is very interesting about this very easy logic, the easiness of it makes it very readable. So you can exclude certain things from it. Sometimes that also can lead you into the wrong direction if you try to read too much into what the seed has. Like, today in the earlier seed, when I had Speed Booster, I had Ice Beam, and I almost made the wrong choice of inferring from that I would find something good at Climb Supers. I would have found something that would have helped me, but not by enough that it would have justified that check. Oh yeah, Twin Elements is in Super Go mode. That's more than what he needs. Oh wait, no! Twin Elements doesn't have Ice or Speed Booster. Because Twin Elements did not check Top of Rank Chip, only Kaizenton did that. That could leave him vulnerable later. I'm not sure if Twin saved. Just Supers there. And if Twin Elements didn't save, then he will commit to a GT fight. Junie, on the other hand, I know Junie won't have too much trouble with a suitless Crystal Flash clip. That's another reserve tank. Come on, pick that up. You want it. Jake, what are you doing? Please. He's doing that because he knows I'm commentating. Thanks, man. Jake saved. All right. Can't just leave the reserves there. Gotta carry that out. Alright, I'd see Jake in the lead right now. But with an asterisk. Because bot wound access still is a thing. Alright, Junie June skipping that entire area. I'm sure Junie June is in go mode with 25 power bombs. He will think that he needs nothing more. Oh, excited to see him do that. I hope he doesn't find bombs of speed. And if that comes up, that's still the reason why even an easy logic is super exciting. Especially in a race situation. There we go, Kaizetin is picking up all the power bombs he can. He's on good ammo. E-tanks could be a bit more, but I think he can pull this one off. Did we see an E-tank anywhere? Only the reserve tank at GT? I don't think... he might be carrying that out. Junie has the same problem, but I know for a fact that Junie does Crystal Flash Clip without any items. Junie is just a randomizer expert. I didn't skip any reserve tank I saw today. Collected both of them. But Kaizentin had 3, so he won that one. Twin Elements not even picking up any more E-tanks? The question is, what is it with Kaizentin and Billy Mays? He keeps getting screwed over by that location. So, Speed Booster cannot be behind Ridley, but bombs can be behind Ridley. So I'm absolutely sure Junie will be checking that. Even if he doesn't know that, he'll probably check it. Alright, Kaizentin about to find his gravity suit, and that will put him in his go mode, I'm pretty sure. He will keep going after that. Hoping for him to find more E-tanks. Oh, there was an E-tank at Power Bombs of Shame. That will be brilliant for Kaizentin. Ah, dang it, didn't see what was behind Ridley. Looks like Twin Elements missed a couple of supers. Meanwhile, Akai Line is continuing her checks in the Rector. We know, unfortunately, she's not going to find anything of too much value there, unless this Ice Beam comes in big at some point. And this could also be the saving grace for Kaizentin, because he's kind of far away from the other two, but especially Jake, I'm not sure about his Crystal Flash prowess without bombs. Oh, I again didn't see what was behind Ridley. Only missiles, thank you. Alright, going to see the next checks there in Upper Norfair. I'm sure Junie will check all those out, but will be skipping Crocomire. There we go, Firefleece check coming up. Speed Booster can be anywhere else in Lower Norfair, just can't be behind Ridley. So, honestly, factoring in randomizer knowledge, I see Junie June in the lead right now. I'm not sure he's going to pick up those boots. I for sure wouldn't. But some players really love boots, so maybe he does. Definitely checking this item. And there we see, not picking up the power bombs, alright. He's fine with the 25. And picking up the boots. Kaizentin on one of what will presumably be a lot of farms has everything he needs for a good lower Norfair though. Has good ammo, has decent E-tanks, has grapple beam, screw and space jump and gravity. He can totally pull this off. Then we know there's an E-tank at Power Bombs of Shame. This could work out for him. He could pull ahead of the other two if they fumble the Crystal Flash skips. Unless, of course, they find Speed Booster somewhere. I know Twin Elements can do the Crystal Flash clip with bombs. But I don't think, no, the Twin Elements does not know how to do the Crystal Flash clip without bombs. But as I said, Junie can. Man, this is going to be exciting. Runners coming up there. I really hope they don't find Speed Booster. I'm sorry for them, but it just would be more exciting. I goes with it, yeah. Great weekend to you too. Right, Kaizentin, will he go to GT? No, he's keeping on. Soldiering on, doesn't want the energy that GT will provide. Gotta be careful now, running low on energy, and it's sometimes hard to find a good spot to pull off a Crystal Flash. Does this nicely, we'll go up one more. Oh, don't overdo it. Yeah, that's the spot. Oh yeah, that's not the spot. That's what I meant. In that room, there's sometimes really a problem of finding a good spot to do that. Because you get shot at with flames from left and right. And we see the first result of Junie just being a randomizer god. He is indeed skipping Crocomire while Twin Elements jumps behind Crocomire but can't continue on. I don't know how this works. Kiss has no saves? Oh no! Why, Kiss? Kaizentin, come on. Come on, mate. That's probably gonna be a forfeit. Yeah, it is. RIP, F, but still GG's. Well played. If only you had saved. Understandable. You don't want to play the entire seed from the beginning again. I think Julie just realized that he doesn't have enough power bombs. And takes away 2 more power bombs using 1 more power bomb instead of applying his screw attack. Junie a bit confused, it looks like. You got grapple, Junie. Use that. Oh, farming those guys just takes so long. Alright, Twin Elements doing more checks at Crocomire. Oh, you got 2 passports? Just more peeps. Man, it can be so rough. In my opinion, if you plan on doing a Crystal Flash clip, you gotta start planning for that pretty much by coming into the Ridley area, because that will be one of the areas where you will be very, very easily able to farm more power bombs. There's just 10 power bombs right there for you to grab those orb thingies. He's on 16 now. Expired 7 years ago, alright. I wonder if we will see Kaizentin in here in the chat. Oh, he was already here. Hey, Kaizentin. Yeah, Varia would have been at Billy Mays. But you were still in the race because you might have gotten 2 twin elements. Oh, he did collect the reserve tank. That's number 3 we saw here. And Junie, meanwhile, still collecting power bombs. He's probably regretting not picking up the power bombs at Hotorubi missiles. Akai Line by now realized that she couldn't find anything of value except for that ice beam, maybe. Junie damaging down against the snails, wants to save the low HP. Makes sense. One more hit. Alright. Now just turning on the suits again. Where might Speed Booster be? Junie didn't check anything in Meridia, I think. Maybe the quick ones. Yeah, Kaizentin, I was talking about how it's rough in that room to find a safe spot for crystal flashing. And then you didn't find a safe spot for crystal flashing. Cursed it again. Alright, here we go. Junie, let's see it. Turning off everything he needs to turn off. The high jump boots, everything. Now has to jump at precisely the correct... Oh my god, he first tries this? Are you for real? Junie, you're a mad lad, man. With that, Junie... Jesus Christ. Wow. Firmly taking the lead in this. Whoa. I don't know what to say. That was amazing. Oh. Junie, you have microwave. You can microwave that worm. Wow. Still lost for words. That's so amazing. Alright, we'll probably soon find out where Speed Booster is lying around. Can't be that far anymore for Twin Elements. He also carried out that grapple beam, so might be there. A check tool, I mean by that. Just pulls this off first try, I don't believe it. That's correct, but also the inputs aren't that easy as well. They are not that hard either, but it's frame perfect and the inputs aren't free. So that's pretty awful. And you got nothing to really time that by. That's I'm always going for strats with my P-shots. It serves me kind of well. I'll get it done eventually. But what Junie just pulled off, that's completely insane. Oh no, Speed was somewhere at Watering Hole, it looks like. So that's not a firm lead, that's just kind of a lead. A good lead. It's a good lead, like 2 minutes or something. Spring Ball is such a great item. Recently I skipped it again because I had anything and I went on regretting I skipped Spring Ball. It's just so awesome for conserving your momentum in so many places. Especially if you don't have Space Jump, it's so great. Junior at least remembered that he has microwave for Dragon. Twin Elements will have a bit of an advantage later in the seed, especially in the escape. This could get close, but I think Junie will carry this home. And Akai Line is about to find her gravity suit, finally. Did she get that ice beam? I think I saw her bowling. There it is. Thanks, Reem. Yeah, that looks icy. Alright, Junie all bosses down, Twin Elements on his last boss. Akai Line still has 2 bosses left, the big ones. The Ridster and the Drakester. Twin Elements decides he wants something there. Looks like he wants to check the item for Ice Beam. And doesn't find Ice Beam, surprisingly. Jake needs to go. Twin Elements, I mean. Also has to ship refill, same as Junie did, because just not enough power bombs, also not the ammo to go through the zaps. Akai, meanwhile, flying through Lower Norfair, has everything she needs. Can go through Lower Norfair easily with that screw and space combo. Can fight all the bosses. Can kill Mother Brain. Gets through worst room in the game like it's nothing. Junie and Turian. Twin Elements on his way there. Looks like Junie turned off his screw attack. Not sure what's the reasoning behind that. I can understand it if runners don't want to do the down-back zap skip. I think this has something to do with collecting the Metroids. Oh yeah, Kaizentin, if you're still looking, this is an energy tag, so you would have been pretty fine in Lower Norfair if you just could have pulled off that Crystal Flash. Hey Drywall, thanks for the raid. With a party of 4. Welcome, welcome everybody. So you are joining an SMRAT race that is nearing its end. We got the first runner at the baby, the second runner coming into Turian, and we got one runner right now going towards her last boss. Not last, second to last boss. Akaeline fighting her Ridley. Ridley is not behaving right now. It's giving her the pogo she probably wants. Yeah, no, don't fall off. Okay, don't get grabbed. Has enough supers to pull this off, and a charge ice plasma combo in the backhand if things go south. Twin Elements had 15 power bombs coming in, so he should have. Looks like he wasted 1. He should be on... Nah, he's on 6. He wasted 2. No problem, I think. He still has 1 power bomb extra for those. Maybe he did some sort of collecting strat with an early power bomb somewhere. He's fine. Junie in Mother Brain 2. Junie's gonna carry this home. There's no way in heck that speed booster will help Twin Elements winning this. Might be able to baby skip here. Although he did not pick up those high jump boots, it looks like. Nope. Oh, you're right, Springball. Oh yeah, a blue bomber. But then again, no high jump boots for a blue bomber. Oh no! Ah, Akaeline clipping through the platform and falling down into the acid. As that happened to me a couple of times. That is pretty bad. Worst is when you actually want to clip through the platform because you're going down and you screw it up so much that you land under there. I don't know, but too much time. She would have been right up there, I think, if she had kept going through Upper Norfair. The other 2 guys, they are just more experienced and faster runners, but she wouldn't be that far behind. Twin Elements wants to do the speed zap skip. And he seems to get it. And he got it. Nicely done. I think that was second attempt. Kaizenton did lower Norfair hell runs and he didn't want to save or something. I don't know. They went wrong. Yeah, the bounce from the power bomb just sent him directly into the flame from a fune. And there was just too much, man. We see Mother Brain 2 and Mother Brains 3 on the right side of the screen. Yeah, at least the lower Norfair part is typical, and skipping Billy Mays. Kaizenton, when will you learn that meme route in SMRAT sucks? Although I actually never learned that. It's better that way. Junie slowly walking up his way back to the ship. You actually forgot about that. Interesting. I thought that was a conscious decision. I mean, the first time you couldn't go there, but the second time. That's exactly what I think, Reem. That one item you leave behind, that's not that bad, but that being... It just makes no sense if you want to go down after that. Junie juning his way up the climb. Does it right side? Interesting. I personally prefer left side wall jumps anyway, so I always do those. But you obviously do it that way more often, so I can understand why runners are more confident and more competent in that. Just has parlor to do, got out of there nicely. Nice little mock ball up to landing side. And we got a Junie in first place. GG with an official time of 1 hour, 1 minute and 23 seconds. If Twin Elements hadn't gone to Croc, that would have been his race. But man, if you can't do that, the thing that Junie did, I totally understand going for more checks. Junie's hopping in. That's awesome. So where was that speed booster again? Was it False Wall? Kaizen. Hey Kaizen, you were, but now you can your words.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you fine.
Alright, sweet.
GG's.
Yeah, like, normally I wouldn't die on that Lower Norfair Crystal Flash, I just carried it too far. I actually set up really good for killing the pirates in the bottom of Worst Room, but I should have done my Crystal Flash right there at the bottom instead of climbing up. And then I would have gone towards Fireflies, refilled on my PBs, and been in good shape for Ridley, so...
Absolutely. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Your energy was like, if you had done it on that platform above the ground, that would have been perfect.
Yeah.
The very ground always has the same danger as the platform you chose, getting sniped by the Fume. But that one above the ground, that would have been perfect. I think you just went a little too greedy over there.
Yep, too greedy. That's how you die in RBO or a Lower Norfair.
Yeah. So you told us in chat you actually forgot about Billy Mays.
Yep, I didn't remember it until after I picked up the high jump item, and I decided, well, typically Twin Elements is, 5 to 7 minutes ahead. Junie's probably about 5 to 7 minutes ahead of me anyway. Alright, this race is decided, I'll just do Suitless Lower Norfair for fun.
Alright. Yeah, I knew that when you were seeing that item at high jump boots, you would be very sad about it, especially since you had that much ammo already that charge beam didn't matter that much anymore. So yeah, I was kind of healing with you. GG's Twin Elements, by the way, second place, 1 hour 4 minutes 22 seconds. Yeah, what is it with you and Billy Mays?
Well, I know that it requires an up logic like Space Jump, so I figure in SMRAT it's not as worth it to go there early. Because Space Jump can be basically anywhere except Lower Norfair.
Yeah, right. Yeah, if you say it like that, it's pretty amazing how often there is good stuff up there in Billy Mays. I think it's also because of... That's something I thought about because of something Reem said earlier. I think the fact that it's 2 items, that just matters a whole lot. Because it more than doubles the chance of something good be there.
Yeah, that's true.
I think that's worth something. And I thought about that because Reem said, I'm somebody who likes skipping the waterway check. And Reem said, well, it's pretty much the same logic as for Aqueduct. And that's kind of right. But I always go for Aqueduct. And there's something good there very often. But it's 2 items again. We got now with us Junie. Junie, you completely June the heck out of that one. In your own family-friendly words, tell us about this seat.
Well, I fell down at Edacoon's a couple times. That was a good time.
Yeah.
And so the big thing was that Crystal Flash. I completely forgot that I needed Ice or Speed to go through to Bot Wound. I forgot.
I thought you just forgot to pick up or to collect power bombs before that. I saw that you skipped the power bombs at Hotel Ruby missiles. And I thought, well, he's probably comfortable with the 25, but then I didn't pay attention to your count anymore. But well, I was completely speechless. I was blown away by that Crystal Flash clip. I think I've never seen anybody do that first try. That was so amazing.
Yeah, I was saying when I did it, like that's one of those things that sometimes it happens first try and sometimes it takes me 40 tries to get
amazing.
It's so inconsistent. So I just got really lucky with that. And also, I mean, it looked like Speed was just right up and like at the beach. Right?
It was there. I didn't see it myself, but seeing by the way that Twin Elements, who just joined us, played it, it must have been somewhere around there. GG's Twin Elements. That was pretty great. You would have had this hadn't you gone to Crocomire before that, because of that speed booster location. But I completely understand going there first if you're not comfortable with the Suitless Crystal Flash clip. Tell us about your thinking in your own family-friendly words.
GG's at first. Yeah, this croc play. I was reminded at the last seed, maybe you remember, where wave was required to get speed, and after speed was gravity. And my thoughts were, where is ice or speed booster? Maybe it's wave locked. So check Crocomire. And after the croc play, I was realizing I have gravity. There are so many Meridia checks. Why do you go to croc first?
No, but I understand. If you got nothing, you don't really want to leave anything behind. And croc notoriously often has something, so I understand that.
Yeah,
it's
and you know,
just that if you hadn't done it, you would have won this.
I was very unsafe until I skipped the rest of Wreck Chip.
Yeah, I see, because Ice Beam was there actually at gravity.
Ah, okay.
Did anybody go up in clear Wreck Ship?
Kaizentin did.
Oh, okay.
Yep, I full cleared Wreck Ship, so I had ice the whole time.
And later Akai Line. And Akai Line's routing was a little bit sad in my opinion. She had the upper hand of all of you guys, because she collected that Warrior suit at Billy Mays and then decided to go down.
No.
But for reasons I don't understand, she just went into Business Center high jump boots and then went back up into Wreck Ship.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Yeah, I'm so eager to find out what was her thinking about that. That's really sad. She would have had the absolute perfect routing for this. Of course, she would have had the same problem with that speed booster or ice beam, and she would have never gotten ice beam probably, but she might have gone to that speed booster early, so that might have worked out.
Oh, unfortunate.
Yeah. Well, this was super fun to watch, all of it. The Kaizentin barrier-less stuff, the June racing towards the Crystal Flash clip, and Twin Elements looking desperately for any bot wound access. It was a really great watch.
Yeah, I'll have to watch this one back.
Sorry.
No, that's all. No, that's all I was going to say. Go ahead.
I have to practice this suitless Crystal Flash clip.
No, you don't.
Yeah, don't do it.
Don't do it. It's silly.
I don't know if you were here yet when I was talking about it, but like it was just complete luck for me because I forgot that I needed Icer speed to get through Botwoon until I got there, and then I was like, well, I guess I got a Hail Mary now. so I went and killed a bunch of crabs to get power bombs. But if I had realized it, I don't want to do Suitless Crystal Flash Clip. I hate it. I'm bad at it. I mean, I know that I did it first try this time, but that was like complete luck. I would have been looking for speed or ice if I had realized that my only other option was Suitless Crystal Flash Clip. And I lucked out by forgetting that I needed those.
It worked out in the end.
Yeah.
But you got us something to talk about. That was so great. Well, it was so funny to see. Okay, now that you explained to me you didn't realize you didn't have any access to Botwoon, it all makes more sense because you had to think about what you were going to do because you went down out of that room and then you used the power bomb to get back into the room before Aqueduct.
Yeah.
Instead of screw attacking through the ceiling there.
What is he doing?
I know how that feels. Oh my god, what am I doing? Oh no! Why did I do that? And I was saying like, Junie, you got grapple beam to kill those crabs and stuff like that. It was just a bit confused, everything about it. And then you pull off that Crystal Flash Clip. That was just amazing.
I don't know how I did that, honestly.
Spend 10 minutes farming power bombs, get the Crystal Flash Clip first.
Right. Yeah. That's another thing though too. Like, if I really felt like I could do it first try, I would have only farmed up to 11, maybe 12 power bombs. Yeah. But having the extra power bombs allowed me to get through the post Botwoon room anyway, using power bombs to bomb jump through there rather than having to pause and select turn off gravity and do the slow jumping through that. Like that ended up being faster too. So I got really lucky at the end of this. That's really all there is to it.
Jake, you were saying something?
What was this green Brinster reserve?
I know.
Yeah, that was amazing.
One place.
Base jump, screw attack, and plasma.
Yeah, that was nice. Pretty hype. Also, you get everything you need for Gauntlet, but some of it within logic and some of it out of logic. It was interesting too. In the end, there was nothing. Oh no, there was grapple beam, so kinda something was in Gauntlet.
Yeah, after getting Space Jump and Screw Attack, I was thinking Gauntlet has to have something.
Mm-hmm.
Kinda had.
Yeah, and that was another thing. Space and Screw. I was considering the Suitless Lower Norfair as well, Kai. Having Space and Screw, I was like, if I get enough E-Tanks and if I get enough power bombs and supers, I'll do it. But like 99
really good supers, good power bombs, good E-Tanks. So.
Yeah, you were all set for that. I mean, the E-Tanks weren't that good. You had 7 plus I don't know how many reserves.
7 plus 2. That's good
plus
enough.
2, all right.
Yeah, that's pretty solid.
Right.
And I got gravity from Speed Booster, so... With gravity, it's less of a problem.
Yeah, grav, screw, and space. That's a really powerful combination down there.
I think
with just don't mess up worst room in the game.
Yeah, with twin elements looking for his Botwoon access so long, you might have even been in the running for second place, but maybe.
Yeah, if I'd known Junie was setting up for the Suitless Crystal Flash Clip, I would have played it a bit safer instead of pushing too hard.
Alright, Akaeline is about to finish her first race here. The first race in the SMRAT ladder and her first race on Race Time GG.
Sweet. Well, I'll get out of the way so that when she's done, you can interview her. And
Junior, it was great to have you in this race and in the commentary booth here.
Yeah, this was fun. Everybody have a good one. Thanks for the race.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for the comms. I'm gonna head out too. I'm gonna play the worst scavenger hunt ever.
GG's everybody. Right, Jake. Looks like it's just the two of us left. Always bet on Croc, they say.
Oh no, that's not true.
Unless you shouldn't bet on Croc, then don't bet on Croc.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. I mean, to skipping back of wrecked ship at this point was very bad for me because I was like, oh no, what have what I've done? It must be the Batoon item in wrecked ship. I was very sure, and then I reminded on the last seed where Wave was the only item in wrecked ship, and you have to go to Croc with this item.
Right. I remember that.
So I checked Crocomire and there was nothing. And I found the third reserve there, and I had to collect it. It was painful for me.
I saw you shooting supers into your second reserve, by the way.
And the first.
I felt offended. No, that was pretty good. You were in the lead actually, but then things happened the way they happened. Don't practice the crystal flash clip. You're fast enough.
Yeah, but sometimes it is rare. I know it is rare, but sometimes you have the situation to use it, and it's cool if you are able to do it. But if you stand there and you have no idea what you have to do, that's bad. So just
don't listen to WJG. This is no. I'm not doing that. Oh man, you don't have to practice anything. Trust me, bro.
Hey, thanks. Sounds good. Oh man, but it's nice to have some guys like Junie June here.
Yeah, especially if you are racing him, you know exactly. Oh no, that dude knows how to do that. That's one more factor to consider.
Yeah, Junie June is able to make everything.
Pretty much, yeah. There are faster runners, but there are very few more competent runners.
Yeah, right. And I was thinking on he isn't the fast guy, but I had a little bit pressure because I know Junie June solves every seed. It doesn't matter where he has to go or what kind of tricks he needs for.
Oh yeah, no problem. I use grapple beam to get pushed through that door by that Gima that's crawling around there. I can get in there. That's Junie.
Yeah.
Akai line escaping on the final stretch.
It was a fun seed.
I thought so.
Because of the early space, screw and plasma, and I spacered myself.
Yeah, that was fun to see. And you only turned that off when you found charge beam.
Yeah, right.
I was wondering if you remembered you had plasma beam, but you obviously did.
Yeah, I wanted to hold it unless I found a charge. Sorry, I was a little bit confused. I saw 2 hyper beams.
Yes. Reem, I don't think I've ever seen you run this game. I would like to race you sometime. And you're just as old as me, so that's not an excuse.
Well, Bima, how are you feeling about your next victory this week?
What you mean by next victory?
Yeah.
You mean my last victory?
Yeah. The next victory in your SMRAT ladder season.
Oh, that was alright. I think about that. By the routing I took, I should have won by a larger margin, but then again, it's Farfelu I'm talking about.
It's
So all in all, I'm happy.
it's so let me find the word. Doesn't matter. It's so amazing that Farfel is only 2 minutes slower than you. And he
Right.
full cleared wreck chip. That's
Right?
so
I mean, I did
impressive.
some stupid things. I did definitely, but not that many. All right, GG's on that, Reem. You won your first Swiss race. That's something. And GG's Akailein finishes her first race, unlike other players in this race, with a time of 1 hour, 20 minutes, and 50 seconds. Nicely done. If
GG.
only Akailein had committed to Upper Norfair, that would have been at least 10 to 15 minutes less. I'm sure about that. Is she coming into an interview as well? Akailein doesn't have a mic. Alright, so no interview from her. Then shoutouts, follow the runners. Everybody? Oh, okay. We still have the credits to go through, and we can watch June play his new addiction, which is Subversion. It might be Subversion Randomizer, not that I could spot the difference between vanilla and not.
Dima, you're so grateful.
ROM hacks. I don't know what's happening. Samus looks the same.
But you know the vanilla game.
I do know, and I have finished the vanilla game. And someday I will prove that I can finish it again.
Someday.
Did anybody see where bombs were?
No!
Okay, let's wait for Akailein's credits then. Check out for bombs.
There was the next point. 3 items to get: bombs, ice, or speed, to have baton access, and
Yeah.
that's in the second half of wreck chip.
Yeah, the chance is pretty high to find something outside of top frag chip. In the end, it was just one item you could find there for that.
Mm-hmm. And maybe bombs at check tool.
Maybe bombs at check too.
Hey Gremor, thanks for the GG.
Alright, Morph Balls, Supers, Power Bomb, Space Jump, Barrier Suit, Gravity Suit, Speed Booster, Wave Beam, Screw Attack, Springboard we saw on your screen. Bombs, Energy Tank, Waterway. Okay, again? Wait, wasn't that last C2? Sometimes those SMRAT seats, man. They can be insane. Alright, shoutouts to all the runners. Follow everybody. Follow Kaizenten, Twin Elements, Akailein, and June. Big shoutouts and thank you to WJG and Remok Tourist who set this up every week. I was okay, Beamer. I've been commentating this race. We are going to raid Junie, which is a great decision. And any last words, Jake?
Who are you now?
Now I'm Eric.
Oh, nice. Alright, Eric, have a nice evening.
Alright, take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.